you can have your cake and eat it too. You can have your economic growth prospects of reusable packaging with the environmental and social benefits that come along with it. You need to first look at reusable packaging systems as a way to create efficiencies, to cost savings, and really drive that economic growth that's decoupled from resource consumption, which that by definition is what's called a circular economy. And there's a lot of movement in the mainstream about being more circular. And that's why reuse is in that innermost loop of a circular economy, because ultimately it's an economic growth driver in terms of reducing cost, driving efficiencies, creating new values that is not reliant on the continued consumption of natural resources. The one area that really has gained a lot of traction is the shift of the burden of the packaging waste from taxpayers, municipalities, where currently consumers pick up the bill for the waste management resulting from packaging, and shifting that burden to the producers that are actually shipping the packaging into, along with their products, into these municipalities. Reuse is primarily, to me, first and foremost, a driver of economic value creation, a driver of efficiencies. I mean, the whole idea of single use is how can we continue to drive down the price and cost of that box? It's the typical linear mindset of basically the lowest inputs and passing that burden downstream in terms of how we manage the waste associated with it. The big change, again, leading to the more circular nature is, can we invest in our systems that's going to have payback over time? Reusable packaging, requires an investment, and the investment is not just building more durable assets or products, or RPCs in this case, that requires an upfront cost to be able to build those in a pool that's going to satisfy the demand of the products. But how do we invest in the systems change? How do we take 50 years of a culture and generation of throwing out packaging, or packaging is basically trash to begin with, and move and change that culture and those behaviors to say that packaging is actually a valued asset, that we don't want to throw our packaging out. We want to preserve it. We want to protect it. We want to safeguard it for its continued use and value for our business. It's that shift that becomes a limitation. It's that investment up front for a payback in years to follow that ultimately requires a change in an investment in a better way to distribute goods. And that really becomes the limitation, is when you look at retailers and food producers that are looking to invest in their operations, or looking to invest in the quality control. Investment in packaging may not be top of the list. But when you look at, as I said earlier, when you look at the economic opportunity over time with reusable packaging, the payback is significant, and the improvement of your business can be tremendous. People don't see that, right? It's behind the scenes, but it's there. And that leads to, shipping improvements and unit load stability and quality control and reduction of shrink and shelf life improvements. You start checking all these boxes here, and all of a sudden those numbers, those economic drivers become very significant.